Entertainment Weekly, the show, and we're here at Comic-Con all weekend. Woo! So get your costumes ready, people, because the show starts now. Yay! Welcome to the show, gang. I'm here with the man behind the beloved FX series Legion, Noah Hawley. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
How you feeling? Comic-Con's in full effect.
I feel good. A little hot, but not too bad.
You look good.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about Legion. It's huge.
Like scale-wise, or... No, it's good. They put a 8-story billboard outside my hotel room, which I think just for me, because it makes me feel good. Yeah.
So when you wake up to something like that, what goes through your mind?
It's frightening. I feel like I've got to get to work, because obviously there's a whole second season to make of the show with the 8-story billboard.
So let's talk about what it's been like for you to enter into this comic book world. This is a whole new genre for you.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I was a great reader of comics as a kid, focused mostly on X-Men, but other comics as well, and then I didn't really think about it much in the last few years in terms of something that I might do. But when it was raised to me, I just found this character really interesting, and this idea of someone who doesn't know what's real and what's not real, and how that was a great structural idea for a series.
There are 2 more X-Men shows coming out this year, Inhumans and Gifted. They're on different TV networks. Will there be any crossover with your show?
I think there's like now an intramural softball league of X-Men shows, I think. So I still think we'll win. We probably have the biggest cast, although one of us is a Brit, so has probably never swung a bat before except to play cricket. So we'll just see. Maybe we'll make it an intramural cricket league.
I love it. Okay, you recently signed on to executive produce Mastermind with Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman and Joe and Anthony Russo. What can you tell us?
Well, it's a fascinating true story about an international criminal mastermind as sort of the first criminal mastermind who wasn't part of a local crime family or organization. He basically encoded himself and created this empire where different people in different countries thought he was a different person. It's a really fascinating story, and I'm really excited to do it with those guys.
Now, other than creating hit shows, what would your other superpower be if you could only have one?
Oh, if I had a superpower, I'm very clear that I would have the power to create more hours in the day so that I could get more done.
I want that superpower too.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of superpowers, you have been super. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
And now we're going to hear more from Noah and Legion's awesome cast at their Entertainment Weekly Comic-Con panel. Take a look.
Dan, I talked to you right before the show started when you came in EW Radio, and I said, like, I love this show so much. I only understand like 38% of it, and I love it, but the 62% I don't understand, I think I actually love even more in a weird way. Like, I don't...
We can change those odds. 38 is a lot. That's high.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
comprehension. That's maybe higher than mine.
Episode but to episode. Sometimes it goes up and down.
There's a meter.
But do you guys have people like asking you like, can you explain this show to me? Like, I love it, but I don't really know.
I don't actually. It's one of those shows where people are actually enjoying the confusion. Like, I'm 4 episodes in, I have no idea what's happening. I love it. Yeah. Like, and so actually, there's not a huge amount of demand for explanation, and I can't give one.
Well, I did find though that you know, toward the end of the season where everything started to add up, people were a little disappointed by the clarity that came in. They liked the sense of being at sea, which I thought was interesting.
Right.
So yeah. So season 2, nothing will make sense. Yeah.
Less than 38%.
What's it like the experience when you actually get to see it all put together? Because so much of it has to be done in post. I'm sure when you see the music plays a big role. What's that like for you guys then, not just reading it and filming it, but then seeing it?
That's a thrill because
Yeah.
I mean, it and especially like Noah was saying, the parts of it that you're not in, you know, that you didn't see being filmed.
They didn't tell you about those when
when-
you were making it, did they?
There was going to be
That
other
there were others.
storylines, other people.
I know. But the music makes
got over
it's a
that.
very musical show,
Yeah,
and the way the
and
music is
it's
used,
cinematically,
and
I
it's
mean, it's just-
cut to some extraordinary
and
stuff.
sometimes, you know, huge things are done in the editing room. So episode 7 that you talked about has the silent movie with the cards. That was all added later. So when you guys were filming it, you had no idea that like I was going to take all the sound out and put the silent movie cards in.
But that wasn't even in the...
That wasn't in the script. So
That
yeah.
was so cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a playful show. I like that about it, that there's a certain amount of just whimsy to it.
Did you know at the time you were going to do that and just decide not to, or was it later in post you're like, you know, it would be pretty cool?
Yeah, it was in post. It was the way everything was coming together, all the different elements and the kind of heightened nature of, you know, Lenny showing up to kill people, and it just sort of felt like, you know, that the silent movie and that sort of level of genre, you know, felt like it really played well together. We don't take ourselves too seriously.
I'm curious if you guys each could tell me like just a favorite sort of or audacious scene that you guys got to do in the first season, because there's just so many memorable ones.
The scene, okay, so we're all frozen in time and there are bullets coming towards us and Oliver has to help.
That was your favorite scene? That went on
Everyone-
forever.
It was the scene that never died.
We were going to set fire to those costumes and that room.
It spanned over about 3 episodes, am I right? 3 or 4.
We just
even.
kept shooting
And we
pieces
just
of
kept
it,
coming
yeah.
back to it. So whatever else we were shooting, it would be like, oh, and you're back in the room frozen in the thing. And we'd be like, hi guys. And you like assume the position. I'd be like hugging Rachel and these guys would, you know, like, but it was months we were doing that scene.
I'm one of those people that didn't see the tag scene at first. So
Yeah.
people said about the cliffhanger, I'm like, well, what are you talking about? Are you talking about them driving off? He's no, so I had to go
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
and watch it and was like, I guess I'll ask you how soon are we going to get a resolution to where David is trapped?
pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, you'll get it in the first hour. Yeah. You'll know. You'll know something about that.
You might.
Definitely. Yes. I use you, him, not you.
One.
Yes, one.
All.
So, yeah, all the answers are forthcoming eventually.
And Shadow King obviously still playing a big role in season 2.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's interesting that you know, we did this sleight of hand where you thought, oh, it's the plucky band of rebels against the Empire, and we're just gonna, while we're waiting to go fight Division 3, we're just gonna help you with your memories. And then we realized that no, the whole story is about what's in your mind and the enemy within, but now the enemy's out, and that changes the dynamic of the story.
Whenever you have a show and a story like this that's sort of so out there, fans online are coming up with their theories and of what's going to happen. Do you guys read any of that stuff or look at any of that or not?
Yeah, it's interesting to see what people pick up on, and then of course, you know, there's whole theories that people come up with that you never even thought about, but that are really interesting as well. It's you know, so much of watching any filmed medium, it's a passive experience, right? Unlike reading, where you have to do half the work yourself. So I always like to try to create something that engages people's imagination even there as they're watching it. So, you know, you're watching something and there's room for you to have thoughts or theories or to have images that aren't necessarily on the screen. I think that's interesting.
It's such a great show. It's stretching the boundaries of television in a really cool way. And even if I don't know what the hell is going on, I'm in for the ride. Guys, thanks so much for coming in. It was great. Cannot wait to see season 2.
More good news for you Marvel fans. Entertainment Weekly snagged an exclusive Comic-Con first look at the upcoming series Inhumans. Take a look.
Hey, welcome back to the Entertainment Weekly Comic-Con studio. I'm Dalton Ross here with the cast of Inhumans, which is going to debut September 29th on ABC. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
If you could have any superpower of all, not even something that someone has on the show, any superpower, I'll grant you each one, what would it
There's
be?
an
We'll start with-
ongoing debate.
I want to hear it. I want to hear what you guys.
Emma and Ken have an ongoing debate
Oh,
about
well,
it.
what's the debate?
Because I believe that everyone's answer is flying.
It's not.
No, teleportation, man.
Teleportation's a big one.
Yeah.
No.
See, don't even need to fly then.
Now, MA.
What's yours?
What's your
I
argument?
think mine was it super strength?
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason why
It's like the guy was
no,
born with it.
probably,
Come on
yes.
now.
The reason why super strength is you have super strength, you could literally do everything. You could fly. I could get an object and lift myself off the ground, and I could actually land and not kill myself.
So,
with flying,
Wait, how do you lift an object?
See what
How
you've
does
done?
that
This is
make
getting
you
out of
fly?
hand.
because I get underneath it, and I
Yeah,
can
but that
get,
object would have to be.
Do you see what I've been living with?
Mine is to automatically teleport Chipotle burritos anywhere I am.
So not teleport yourself, but teleport the burrito to you.
Yeah.
It's called Uber Eats.
It's more
Right.
grounded. It's
Very
more
romantic.
grounded. These guys are too fantastical. This
He's
is
from
like real.
Wisconsin, never mind.
Yeah.
I was interested because you not doing a whole lot of talking in this show, clearly. So what's it like to have to act without talking?
I just talk with my hands. So it's just a lot more homework.
Well, that's interesting because I actually just started studying ASL myself, and I understand you guys actually aren't just using ASL. You had to create a whole sort of different
Yeah,
sign
because our
language.
characters aren't from Earth, so we wouldn't know ASL. So I kind of had to. I worked with a sign consultant to take some of the rules of ASL, but to make sure that I wanted to make sure that all the signing was different, and we kept a lexicon, and I would send my homework to
Yeah,
Serinda every
I
night.
get little
Yeah,
videos.
really?
And so it'd be, so I'd match it up with the monologue and watch him do it, and then figure out the words and then watch him in my periphery as he would do it so I could speak at the same time because I'm not supposed to be watching 100%. So it would be, I'd pick key words, and then it was really interesting. It was a really cool thing to kind of learn how to do.
It's interesting because I saw in the trailer you're sitting on a throne at one point. Not the throne you've been closely associated with for the past few years, but a throne nonetheless.
Well,
I
had
to
join
another show,
didn't I?
Were you on another show?
What?
Did you do another show?
again?
Yeah. I can't remember. Something about dragons or something.
What makes you seem like that, it's like I've met you before here, and he's the nicest guy imaginable. Super nice. Yet you're playing these like sketchy, nefarious characters. What is that all about?
I don't know what it says about me. Yeah, I think it worries my mother a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe I've just got a weird face. I don't know.
Hi gang, I'm here in gorgeous San Diego, and I'm gonna find out just how well these Comic-Con superfans know their Avengers. This is a game called Feeling the Power. Comic-Con 2017, ladies, are you ready?
To cosplay!
Is this your first time?
No, it's more like the third time here.
Ghostbuster.
Yes, me.
When you're not Wonder Woman, what is your real name?
Amanda.
Can we play a game?
Sure.
Actually, can I play with your stick first? This is cool. Show me your moves. Let me see you go. Let's play our game, action figures. You're gonna feel them up, blindfolded, and you're gonna tell me who exactly they are. You can do this, girl. You've got it. You hold my mic, don't cheat. All right, this matches your outfit, very cute.
Nope.
How many fingers am I holding up?
6.
I've got the action figure.
I got the hands. I'm ready. Long hair.
A belt.
It's a guy. There's the muscles. Is it Captain America? I mean, am I touching Wonder Woman?
Let's go for the feeds.
Web slinger.
What?
Is it Black Widow?
Yeah, you got it!
Is this Ant-Man?
You got it, you got it! You're big Ant-Man and that's little Ant-Man.
Size matters.
Thanks to all my nerd-tastic contestants. Now we're gonna jump from superheroes to super spies as we hear from the cast of Kingsman: The Golden Circle right here at Star-Studded Comic-Con.
Welcome back to Entertainment Weekly's coverage of Comic-Con. I'm Dalton Ross here with the cast of Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Hey guys, good to have you here. What's the biggest difference between a statesman and a Kingsman?
I think so. If Kingsman, their front is a tailor's shop, which means we have more limited resources than the statesmen, whose front is that they are brewers. They distill whiskey. They have a liquor company. So there could be an argument that says they have superior tech, perhaps.
So Julianne Moore's not here, so we can talk behind her back. What's she like as a villain? What makes her a great villain?
She's great. I think in the first movie we had Sam, who is so kind of charismatic and charming and witty. And I think Matthew just knew that we needed someone who could kind of match him for all of those qualities. And Julianne is kind of absurdly crazy and kind of saccharine sweet, and is this sort of American sweetheart, but kind of on an acid trip. She really is crazy in it, and she's totally terrifying and brilliant. And spy movies are only as good as their villain.
I've heard people say, "Oh, this is like a new next generation sort of James Bond evolution of that." I mean, Hawley, you obviously have some familiarity with the Bond franchise. Are there similarities in these two beyond them being spy films or not?
I think there are, but this is a spy film like 2.0. It like takes the spy genre, I think, up like 5 notches. These movies, for sure.
And Jeff, what about Champagne?
I'm the head of the Statesman, and he's into finger ballet. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not. Please.
You ready? I'd like to include the cameraman. You guys got some long lenses on there. Can you zoom in? Because I'm going to do a little finger ballet. You zoom in. This will be my little stage here. Are you guys ready?
That's it. You want it?
Right here.
Oh, you want it?
Here we go. You ready? You zoom in. So it's just the fingers. You guys are ready because
I'm ready.
You ready for your fingers? Get your fingers ready.
Are we together?
Oh. Callie, come here, Callie. Oh, you can be me check in too. Come on, D, you got the ready. That's kind of what I do in the movie.
I'm loving it. Whatever you're laying down, I'm picking it up. All right, guys, we'll be back with more of EW from Comic-Con. Thanks, guys.
Finger ballet.
I'm here with Brooklyn Nine-Nine star Terry Crews, and we're gonna play 5 favorites. Are you ready, Terry?
I don't know. I don't think I'm ready, but I love it anyway. I'm going. Let's go.
I love your energy.
Yes.
You're an awesome superhero.
Whatever you want, let's make it happen. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
I'm done here.
Okay, that's all good. Here we go.
Favorite body part on Terry Crews?
Oh, pecs. Gotta be pecs. Number 1, pecs. All the way. And then number 2 is arms. You gotta go with the little okay, all right.
I'm hypnotized. Okay. Favorite Brooklyn Nine-Nine star?
Andy Samberg. Because
Yeah.
without Andy, we would have no show.
Favorite superhero? This is an easy one.
Wow. You know what? I gotta go with Luke Cage. I've always grew up loving Luke Cage, and to just see what he's become and how Marvel's doing with him, it's awesome. It's beautiful.
Favorite fans? Sports fans or comedy fans?
Comedy fan.
Really?
I'm done with sports. Sports is boring. Sports is done. I'm through. I did the whole NFL thing. I'm tired of it. It's comedy all the way.
Favorite Terry Crews movie?
For a lot of people here, it's been The Expendables, to be honest. The whole Expendables series, for people here, they love that. But when I go to the mall, it's white chicks. And you remember, TV is part of this thing too. So when I go to church, it's Everybody Hates Chris. And when I go, the comedy club, it's Idiocracy. A lot of people love President Camacho, So I've been a favorite in a lot of different places and genres. It's kind of cool.
Favorite person interviewing you right now?
Wow. Let's see. I interview myself. It's me. Because I damn near answer all the questions on my own.
Wait, what am I, chopped liver, Terry?
No, you're good. You're good. But again, can I have the mic now?
Oh.
Wow, Terry Crews interviews himself. It's a superpower. Oh, no,
now we're going to have a superhero fight.
No, it's you, of course.
Okay.
It's you.
Good answer. Good answer. There you go. All right. That's our show. Thanks to Terry Crews and all my other guests. Don't forget to watch our next 2 Entertainment Weekly The Show episodes straight from Comic-Con. Woo! Bye!
Comic-Con, yeah!
Comic-Con, yeah! Yeah.